Of course, we had the Wladimir Klitschko versus Tyson Fury 2 press conference yesterday. I've been watching a lot of people's videos again. After something big like this happens, I always like to just watch everything that's on YouTube about it. All their interviews, Tyson Fury's, Wladimir Klitschko's, Peter Fury's, all the other people that are around it at times, interviews. I like to watch everyone's opinion on it on YouTube. And I'm a bit disappointed that no one's actually talking about some of the main issues that are really raised during the press conference. One was obviously Tyson Fury's weight, and the second one was the two Irish news reporters accusing Wladimir Klitschko of cheating and the soft canvas, the gloves, saying he should give back all his belts because he's obviously been doing this soft canvas thing for a while and it's cheating and that it's illegal. They're quite important points, and when they were put to Wladimir Klitschko, he was offended by them, obviously, and didn't really want to answer them. I mean, he said, yeah, the canvas is soft, so when someone falls and hits their head, they don't hurt themselves, and he wanted to use the softer gloves because it has less damage and impact on a person's face. These are the kind of things he said in very briefly, when he replied to the first comment. The second reporter, when they asked him, he never replied at all, and Frank Warren actually answered the question for him, saying everything would be looked over by the British Board of Control and it would be done by the British Board of Control standards this time. So I think the first thing to talk about is, how often has Wladimir Klitschko actually used soft canvas in the ring? I mean, is it possible to tell if Wladimir Klitschko's using the soft canvas in the ring? And yes, it is. You can actually look through his fights and you can actually see the fights that Wladimir Klitschko's previously used soft canvas in a fight. A softer canvas than usual in a fight. The most obvious one's the Kubrat Pulev fight, and the fight before that was the Alex Leapai fight. I mean, if you watch both them fights, they're both taking place in Germany. If you look at them, especially when they're in the centre of the ring, in the dark canvas area, in the very centre of the ring, you can see that the canvas is moving. It's soft. It's quite easy to tell. The Brian Jennings fight before them, it wasn't used. That was in America. The one in Moscow against Alexander Povetkin was not soft as well. That was in Moscow. And actually, the ones in Germany, the Whack fight, Pianeta, Tommy Thompson was obviously in Switzerland, sorry. Yeah, all the way far back, all the ones that were in Germany even, all of them had a hard canvas. It was the two, Kubrat Pulev and the Alex Leapai fight, both had a soft canvas in them. And obviously Wladimir Klitschko was wanting to use the soft canvas in the Tyson Fury fight as well, but Tyson Fury didn't want that. It would affect his game plan of moving around the ring. Now, so the most important thing about this is, how is it illegal? I mean, that's really the only important point to this. Is it illegal in Germany? And the answer is no. The German Board of Control said it's perfectly legal. They inspected it during a Tyson Fury fight. They inspected it in the Kubrat Pulev, Alex Leapai fight. And what the German Board of Control have said is they only have minimum requirements of 1 inch of canvas for a heavyweight boxing match. They don't have a maximum requirement. In Britain, they have a maximum requirement. In America, they have a maximum requirement. In Germany, I'm not sure if it's just Germany. I just had a bit of research specifically in Germany, because that's where all these fights were happening. The Kubrat Pulev, Alex Leapai, and the Tyson Fury one, they don't have a maximum requirement. They've only got a minimum requirement, so it wasn't illegal at all. So the news reporters saying that he was using illegal tactics with the soft canvas are wrong. Now, to do with the gloves though is a different issue. Researching that's quite hard. But the day before the fight and the day of the fight, Tyson Fury's camp said they had the right gloves. But the day after the fight, they said they were given the wrong gloves again. So I'm not 100% sure mean, you can't really prove it one way or the other, but it's kind of funny that they said they got the gloves the day before the fight, they got the gloves on the day of the fight, then they changed their story the day after the fight. Maybe they are right, maybe they're wrong. Kubrat Pulev famously complained about the gloves as well. I don't know if he got the right ones in the end or not. But a lot of people have been complaining about this soft canvas, and the thing is, it's legal in Germany. It's not legal in America. That's why it's never happened in Brian Jennings' fight and the Povetkin fight, and it didn't happen all in the fights in Germany previous to the Alexander Povetkin fight, where a lot of them were held. So the second issue is Tyson Fury's weight. Now, Tyson Fury didn't take his shirt off before the last fight in the first press conference. And what a lot of people don't know is he actually looked worse. He looked fatter, because he was fatter. He was, at the very least, a stone. I've been looking at what Peter Fury's been saying before the previous fight at this point of the camp and at this camp as well. And he was at least a stone heavier. Peter Fury was saying he's a stone heavier. If you want to do your own research, the weights are actually there. You can see what he started at this camp, and you can see what he started at the previous camp. I say a stone at least because Tyson Fury actually himself said he's a few stone lighter going into this camp than last time. He's been keeping up his running and he's been keeping up his weight training. So the only reason I mention this is because I'm a bit worried that people are going to start using excuses if Tyson Fury loses this fight and just say, oh well, he was out of shape, he didn't care this time. He cared more this time because he kept himself in shape, he kept the running up, he kept the weights up, and he is in better shape going into this camp than last time. So what you can expect in this fight is a better Tyson Fury, or at the very least a more in shape Tyson Fury, and actually a more motivated Tyson Fury because he's kept himself in better shape, which proves motivation. He's had him videos out on YouTube of him running and doing weights and on the heavy bags and everything. You know, Tyson Fury is more motivated for this fight, and there is more pressure on Tyson Fury on this fight specifically as well, because Anthony Joshua, for one point, and just to prove that it wasn't a fluke for the other. So he's been more motivated, he's kept himself in better shape, he's a lot lighter at this stage of the camp than he was last time, and we're going to expect a better Tyson Fury for the actual fight. And that's really all I've got to say in this video.